Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I just did a video complaining about my school district D20 for my daughter not calling today. So let's go into Monument. So I'm going to be up at Baptist Road here in a second. You know, I'm on Struthers. I'm going to come up to Jackson Creek / Baptist Road intersection. And I am not getting on the interstate. Interstate, I can look over. I'm not going to touch the camera or phone, whatever you want to call it, and show you, but they're barely moving. So we'll stay on the back road here and we will just continue on. I just try to help a lady who didn't understand, older, just didn't understand. So you can't help those that can't help themselves sometimes. So we were all frustrated. We're just like, go backwards, go down the hill slowly so you can get another running start. You need momentum. People don't understand that. You need momentum to get up the hills. I guarantee she panicked and she claimed somebody stopped in front of her. Well, maybe that's the case. I stopped and I was able to get going. Maybe she was two-wheel drive, little Colorado truck. I don't know. But I got right in. I was like, I hope I don't, not move. That would be embarrassing. And nope, I went just fine. So hopefully that gave her some motivation to, like, well, if anything else, keep trying. But yeah, the roads, you're not going to be told the depth, but they haven't plowed them. In the neighborhoods, they're up to a foot deep with the drifts. Here, they seem to be a little more consistent. I would say 3 or 4 inches of slush. And I don't think they've plowed them. I mean, maybe they have. I just don't see anything off to the side. I don't know if they're going to call it severe weather or what have you. Yeah, it's pretty bad out here. And my whole video started off with complaining about D20 school district because they didn't call a delay. They didn't close it. At the minimum, it should have been a delay, which would have been now, which would have still been bad. But at least it would have been an attempt, or they could have reevaluated closer throughout the delay and been like, well, let's take a look at it. And it's still bad. I don't know how they decide who makes that determination, what's going on with that. That's so strange, because I can look out my window and be like, yeah, it's pretty bad. And my wife's like, well, D20 is many different school campuses. Well, who cares what the other campuses are? The North Campus on Northgate needs to call it, needs to have their own schedule. If not, just you go per campus. It'd be like saying, well, one school is evacuated because there's a fire next door. Well, we're gonna evacuate them all. No, you say, well, that school obviously is shut down for the day. Okay, I think there's been some plowing through here because I see some buildup, but that could be drifting. But yeah, I see it's bald in the center here. So yeah, I guess I half plowed this. It's I don't know. My feeling about having a bald road is less traction. You actually get less traction. In fresh snow, I get more traction. In the slush, I get better traction. Now, the downside is if you're in a car, then the low ground clearance, that might hinder you, right? But if you're in something that sits a little higher, then yeah. You do better when it's, especially if it's fresh powder, but you do better even in the slush than you do when it's completely bald in a clear road. Well, it looks to be a clear road, but it might be solid ice. That's the downside. This might be ice underneath the snow, but I'm getting some traction as the tire meets the snow and the ice and compresses. I don't know. We ride off-road a lot with dirt bikes and stuff, and it's the same principle. Like, no problem in the snow as long as you're the first couple tracks. As soon as that snow gets compacted and there's been too much of it, then yeah, that can be ice too. Right now it's too cold though, so it's not freezing to be a solid chunk. Tomorrow's probably going to be just as horrendous. because all this will be ice, you know, through the next couple days. So honestly, it's kind of like, well, will they have school tomorrow? I don't know. Ah. The phone's heavy for the mount, so it slowly goes back. Just have to touch it and move it forward. Oh no, you touched the phone! Oh, I can touch my radio too, you know. It's not a phone. Right now it's a camera, so I touch my camera. I'm not playing with it though. I'm not playing with various settings. I'll hit stop when I get to work. But yeah, this is nuts. This is why D38 up here was like, yeah, we're close. And it's the same conditions down at D20. Same conditions, just different people managing the schools that are idiots. Or I don't know, just they need to look out a window, or maybe they don't live in the same area, but maybe they need people, trusted parents in north that are like, hey, this is what it looks like. Here, I can send a video, I can send pictures, you know. This is what it literally looks like on the side roads. You know, it's a foot deep. You really want the buses to be going through this? No, you don't. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people stuck. Unfortunately, my wife's in the healthcare industry, so she had to drive down to work. So she has snow tires on her vehicle though, so she'll be okay. I'd say she knows how to get around through the snow. Might not be quite as talented as I am with this stuff, but you know, she's been in it. She knows. I don't even have my snow tires on my truck. It's been such a light year, I never put them on. So there's that. I would really be doing really great with the snow tires on. It's night and day difference. It's amazing. You don't slide. You just like plow right through everything. You take corners just fine. It's night and day difference. I just didn't get around putting them on because it's been such a light year. The few snows we've had, it's just been like, eh. I would say this is probably the worst road conditions we have had, where they're not really out here plowing. It looks like they have in spots. Maybe it's blowing back in a lot of these spots. I don't know. There's definitely a lot more snow, a lot worse conditions than the media predicted, which is always the case. That's why when people ask about going to ride dirt bikes, I'm like, well, when I wake up and look out and look at the phone the day of, then I know for sure, right? Otherwise, it's just, it's a suggestion. And all four tires spinning. This is where I get scared, because people will go too fast and then they'll plow into you. He's way too far. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Yeah, for fun, I turned on the rear locker just to let it get some use. Don't get to use it much, and we're going in a straight line. Dude, you're like way too far over. Whee! See, that's drifty. 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 A lot of drift snow is what I mean. Okay, we'll just take it nice and calmly up to the light, you know. It's green. Take the turn. Whee! Yeah, I probably won't be here all day because it's kind of pointless. So I'll probably be going home. I'm just kind of making this video. Made the last one that got me out of the house. Otherwise, I was just going to stay home. And figured, well, I'll make one going up a Monument. We'll see how Monument is. And this is basically not downtown Monument, but this is where all the stores and retail businesses are. Looks like they plowed the other side. Let's see, have they done anything in our shopping center? Plows must have only just gone here. It's really deep. Hey, you can see the drift around the garbage cans, probably in the video. I'm just gonna park really close like this. Okay, well, hopefully you guys and gals enjoyed the little video of the bad conditions here. Y'all take care, stay well, stay safe, until the next one.